want to give a moment of silence for the ancestors. That moment of silence for the ancestors. And this moment of silence for us. How is y'all feeling, man? How is everybody feeling? You hear me? Because I don't want to act like a fool and how I'm really feeling. But I'm really feeling great. I'm feeling good for no reason at all. Osio to my Indians. Shalom, Hotel. Assalamu alaikum. Mahalo. You know, all that good stuff, man. All that good stuff, man. Wherever you at, whatever your walk of life is, man. You know, if you here, if you present, if you alive, you know, I'm glad that you here with me. Because if you here, if you present, if you alive, ain't no better time to be alive than right now. You hear me? Ain't no better time to be alive than right now. And if you here right now, you meant to be, man. You meant to be, you know. And that's something worth celebrating. Word, that's something worth celebrating, man. I just came through. You know, some may be celebrating Christmas, some may be celebrating Hanukkah, some may be celebrating whatever, you know, that we may be celebrating, or if we ain't celebrating nothing at all, just life itself, you know, which works best for me. Every day is a holy day. Every day is sanctified, you know, but it's only sanctified if you make it so. Message. But I just came through to say a few things, you know. And before I get into the message, you know we gonna honor the ancestors with some song. But I just want to say congratulations. I want to give us a round of applause, and I want to congratulate us, those of you who have been rocking with me, because where many has ran from the shadow of themselves, we studied it, you know, we analyzed it, we sat with it, we embraced it, we accepted it, and all it had to show us about ourselves, and we used it to work with us and show us how to remember not to die again. So once again, I want to applaud us, man, because it ain't been easy. You hear me? It ain't been easy, you know. It ain't been easy, no matter how it may look in my life, or no matter how it may look in yours. Nobody see the work that we do behind the scene. Nobody see the work that we do behind the scene. Nobody see all the shots that got to be took in the gym, you know, for Stephen Curry to be who Stephen Curry is, just to use an analogy. You hear me? So don't expect people to appreciate. I said all that to say this, to take us into the message. Don't expect people to appreciate what they can't understand. You hear me? You know, don't expect people to appreciate what they can't understand. It's what the ancestors want us to know. Because what's revealed to you in your walk, a lot of times won't make sense to others. You know, and what I didn't know previously that I know now, that even that recognition in itself is a test. And the reason that it's a test is a test to see if you're gonna fold or be swayed by the opinions of others. You know, it's a test to see if you're gonna be distracted, you know, by the opinions of others. It's a test to see if you're gonna be deterred, you know, by the worldly scheme of things, by the worldly way of doing things, you know. Most times, if we're aware of it now, we can all reflect back to a time where we wasn't aware of it, you know, and in the process of falling suspect or victim to it, you know, we allowed ourselves to become disconnected, you know, from the higher aspect or the God self in us. And usually in them cases we find ourselves in a situation. You know, you don't need me to be the proof. All you gotta go reflect through the windows of time in your life and pick out one. I'm sure you got many, just like me. You hear me? But yeah, that's when we seek when we seek answers externally, what happens is we disconnect from the Godhood in ourselves. And it's a process, and it's already a process to get in touch with it, to be in touch with it. Especially in a society that teaches us to project our visualization and project our energetic life stream outside of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And now we're in the damn time that we're learning to internalize everything, because inside is the only place that everything outside gonna make sense. Message. If you don't listen, you're gonna miss it. But yeah, man. If you the one who work, as I say, don't expect people to appreciate what they can't understand. Especially if you the one who woke up first amongst those around you. If you the one who woke up first, in your bloodline, in your family. I ain't talking about those who was going to church, or going to service, or going to the Masjid, the Juma, or wherever it is they was going. I'm talking about the one who woke up first. Spiritually woke up first. If you know, you know. But because it's pressure that come with that. And I don't, and even though I'm pointing it out because I'm an example of it, and I don't say that as a badge of honor, because it's not. I don't say it as a badge of honor because it's not. It's a lot of shit that come with it. If you know, you know. You hear me? Ain't anybody who's seriously on a spiritual path of any sort, practicing any other modalities, to get us to the same space, message, then we know that ain't nothing sweet about spirituality, But I needed to say that because I don't want no one to think that this walk is sweet. And if you want one, you know it by your own. It don't take for me to tell you. So let all the tools, allow all the tools that you have learned through the experiences that you have had to gather tools up until this time right now. Allow all those tools to be the wisdom that become your greatest ally, because you're gonna need it. You're gonna need it. And the reason that you're gonna need it, because the path of the path of the anointed. If you anointed, see, some people say they chosen, and that's okay. We can call ourselves whatever we call ourselves, because as we believe, so be it unto us. But we're gonna have to be able to demonstrate that truth. We're gonna have to be able to demonstrate that. So I'm not one to say things that my life don't verify the walk of. I'm a demonstrator. So I'm sharing with the fellow demonstrators. You see that the path for the anointed is not an easy path. The path for the anointed one is not an easy path. And I want to remind us to be aware. And I ain't got no business reminding us of this, but I'm led to. I want to remind us, especially right now, because this year gone, it's over with. I'm already in 2026. I don't know if y'all still in 2025, but I'm already in 2026. So I'm on some other shit already, you see. But I'm still gonna help usher us who ain't there yet through. So this is an important time to know what to throw away. If you're not familiar with Brenda Got a Baby, it's a song by Tupac. It's part of the verse where Pac talking about a girl who had a child prematurely, because she was still a child. And at the time that the baby was ready to be born, nobody was around. And Brenda didn't know what to throw away and what to keep. See? So, the path of anointed one is not easy, because on our journey of coming into our anointing, we don't know at first what to throw away or what to keep. But we don't have too many lessons now. See? So we ain't got no excuses. If I ain't giving me none, I can't give y'all none. You see? We ain't got no excuses. We need to know what to throw away and what to keep. And I don't care if that's people. I don't care if that's places. I don't care if that's things. Cause if you don't know by now what 2025 been all about, 2025 been all about cleaning house. I just spoke to it in the previous video. See, I come through here and I drop all kind of jewels and gems, you know, in the way that I do, in the way that I instruct today, previous to the way that I used to instruct. So, in the way that I instruct today, if you ain't got it in you, I'll see you in 30 years. You see? Because now it's all about frequency, energy, and activation, and resonance, and coherence. So it's either going it's either going to grip you off the rip, or it's not. And even if it grip you off the rip, that don't mean you can't, you gonna stay, because everybody can't abide in the resonance and frequency of Sabu, and that's okay. I know what my energy do. I'm an alchemist. I know what my energy do. You know, I burn shit up when necessary. You know, I transmute shit when necessary. I purify shit when necessary. I refine shit when necessary, because I'm doing all these things in me. So anybody that come into my energetic field, even if it's just through video, it's shit happening, even if you don't know it. You hear me? So I said that to say this. You know, Bill, you gotta know. We just gotta know how we move, and I ain't gonna give away too much game because of you, because I don't want to be an obstruction to the lessons that must be learned on nobody's path. So some things we just gonna have to learn for ourselves, the same way that I did. So I ain't gonna give y'all too much game at one time. I don't want to cause no energy overload. You hear me? But we need to know what to throw away and what to keep. Because as we can see from doing whatever research, you know, we on, according to our school of thought, you know, from doing the inner work, from doing the self work, from doing the shadow work, from practicing self-improvement in our lives, you know, we're able to see ourselves in the story in connection with our ancestors in ways that we never have before, in ways that the textbooks won't show us, you know. And a lot of that had to do with just by just by locking in, not tapping in, but locking in with ourselves. You know, just locking in with ourselves, you know, was enough for the contact, for us for those of us who have made contact, for contact to be made presently in our state of affairs. You see, and that's just to say the least, you know. And we all went through different things to get there, you know, isolation, breakups, unions, reunions, communion. You see, whatever we had to go through, and that's okay. It's part of the process. See, man, if we could start realizing that, man, whatever we gotta go through, even when it's beating, even when it's belt to ass situations, because it can't touch who we really are. You know, things touch our emotions, things affect us physically, but that's not who we really are. But if we can get past what we identify ourselves with and get locked into what we really are, and I say that and I emphasize that in the way that I do, what we really are, because we none of this grotesque matter that we see when we physically look in the mirror. So we can lock in with what we really are, and all that encompass, man, we're gonna do things that's never been seen. You see? And it'll probably be our grandchildren that get to that state of spiritual evolution, you know, to where they ain't even walking on feet. You know, they float around like you see the yogis on the mats. Stay with me. You know, because if you can't see that far, it's just because you don't see that far. But your mind is the most powerful thing you can got, and you can only see as far as you can see, and I can only meet you where you at. Unless you can come into the spheres that I travel in. You see, and that's the mission. That's the goal for all of us to get there. You hear me? So I just wanted to speak to a lot of things that don't came with our journey. Isolation, you know, the different dark nights of the soul that we don't been through. You know, and according to how many, especially according to how many of them we don't been through. You know, the chest aches, the body aches. The body cramping, the feet cramping, and you know the ears ringing, you know, and the top of the head, you know, vibrating, you know, so much you don't know if you want to get a headache, or not. You know, if you want to take an Advil or something or not. I'm just speaking to some things because I know it's gonna resonate with some of y'all. Because if it's happening in me, it's happening in some of y'all too. You know, and if some of y'all come across this, you know, if some of y'all who don't made it this far and you can't resonate with some of that, just stay on your journey. Just stay on your journey, man. When contact is made, it's a lot of things gonna happen in your life. You hear me? Just don't let it spook you. Don't let it scare you. You know. But yeah, a lot of things that we go through on our journey, man, to make conscious contact with God in us. Message with God in us. You know, it calls us to go. It caused us to experience a lot of things in our external world, you know, especially with people, you know, the type of misunderstandings that be caused with the people around us and closest to us who rarely understand the weight of our calling. And sometimes it's us on the other side of what I'm saying. Sometimes it's us that don't understand the weight of the calling on people's lives that we close to. You know, if they're the ones, you know, if they're the ones in a higher spiritual authority that we are at the time. But that just hasn't been the case for me, so I just got to bring it as I've been an example of it. You see, and that's what make the truth in what I speak, the truth in what it is, because those that's connected to me know that, you know, and that's what make it's bigger than the weight of the calling that I carry. That's what make the weight, you know, that's what make the words that I'm using hold weight. If you don't listen, you're gonna miss it. But everybody can't. I said all that to say everybody can't carry what you here to carry, and you can't carry what everybody else meant to carry. You see, and that same thing applies for me. But I'm already consciously aware aware of that in my unconscious states. You see, in my movements. And I learned as a child that the world ain't kind. The world is not kind to those of us who are different. The world is not kind to those of us who are different. So in my experience with that, in my experience with that so early on, it allowed me to develop a lot of mental energy and spiritual artillery in a way that I didn't get contaminated. My heart didn't get closed up. My heart didn't get hardened. You know, that ain't mean I wasn't struck with a lot of arrows and poisonous ones at that. They just didn't kill me. I'm still here. You hear me? So whatever type of experiences that we have had have given us the mental energy and the spiritual artillery to proceed wherever we intend to take ourselves in the life that we live in. Because it's on us now. You hear me? It's on us now. It's on us now. And everything ain't meant for everyone to know. Cause your piece only needs your approval. So we ain't got nothing to explain to nobody. You see? You know, or none of that. We ain't got nothing but time to build. That's it. We ain't got nothing but time to build. Cause explaining take too much time. You know, and anybody that find themselves self-explaining, 9 times out of 10, they explaining something that that already been explained before. See, and we ain't got that kind of time to be wasting on nobody. That's wasted time on themselves. You know. So I ain't gotta know everything either. I just need to know what's mine. To know. That's it. And if you caught that, you see how easy that make life. Even if you ain't seen how easy it's gonna make life, you ain't gotta know everything. All you need to know is what's yours to know. That's gonna get you. That's gonna get you where it is you going. You know, and it gotta come from within. It gotta come from within you. And it don't take for me to tell you that. Your life already been showing you. You hear me? So don't take it for granted. And we're gonna close, like I say, with an honor to the ancestors. And before I do, I want to say your gift don't require results. Your gift don't require results. Only obedience. Because yeah, I ain't gonna dress it up. Your gift don't require results. Only obedience. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the shares. Share the video. Like the video. I like to move around. You feel me? Comments. You know, we had a lesson, we had a teacher moment in the comment section of yesterday's video. You see, because it's a such thing as called common courtesy. I ain't bringing this up to put nobody out there. You know, I love you, sister or brother, or whoever it is on the other side of that. But you know, we need to exercise common courtesy. You know, especially on this internet, cause this the internet. You feel? See, this the internet. So we can't let this internet fool us. You know, I come in love, I come in peace, but I come from, listen, listen, who I am today took a lot of work. See, that's why I don't come on here playing. That's why I don't come on. That's why I don't come on do these videos capping and faking and flaunting or none of that. See, cause people know me in real life. See, and all my life I moved, you know, and what I come from and what I come through, I move away. You see, I carry myself away, and I don't accept nothing less in my dealings with others. You see, and then I treat people the same way. So it's a way to treat people. It's a way to address people when we want to make contact with people, especially if we don't know them personally. You know, common courtesy. You know, when we trying to make contact with people through their channels or whatever, common courtesy. You know, how you proper introductions or you know, so forth and so on. You know, we gotta know how to we gotta know how to. If we know how to treat ourselves, I'm gonna do it like this. If we know how to treat ourselves, because we know how we want to be treated, figure me, then we automatically know how to treat others. Because in the way that especially right now in this spirituality, everybody see, you hear me? I ain't playing. I'm play about my energy on my space. But those who've been around know that. You see. But in case I don't know who else may need to know that this shit, it's real. Like I say, just because you may not believe in something, don't mean it don't exist. I learned this early on in my walk, because I ain't believe in a lot of things early on. You see? I don't underestimate nothing now, because I learned a lot of things in my walk. I had a lot of experiences in my walk, you know, mystical experiences. I could share so many stories with us, you know, things I know people won't believe unless they just know that, unless they just own that. You see? And I don't even know what's the purpose of me saying these things that I'm saying, but it's just what my soul want to express to somebody, you know, who can use it. You know, don't take it for granted, man. Your gift don't require results. So when I say your gift don't require results, it don't need nobody. It don't need nobody. It don't need nobody else approval for you to know what it do for you. You hear me? Your gift only needs your obedience. Your obedience. If it's going to grow, if it's going to evolve, if it's going to expand, you know, if it's going to bring other gifts online, once it become mature, walk with me. Cause I can't do it for us, but I try to share and give all I'm allowed, you know, to help us get it. You hear me? And with that, man, we about to honor the ancestors. Y'all know what it do. I'm known as Sawu. Be you how you be you. I love y'all. BCU, Cosmic Conscious Family and Soul Drop. Till we do it again. Peace.
I like that Honduran cigar, the spirits rise. Smoke curling like ancestors whispering in the skies. Dr. Sebi in my left ear saying heal from inside. This ain't no new land, we the ones that try to deny. Before Columbus ever dreamt the ship to steer, we was building mounds, doing rituals with no fear. From Yucatan to Galveston, New Orleans near. That's the triangle of soul, but the map ain't clear. Second lines ain't parades, that's ancestral rights. Tambourines and feathers under full moonlight. We ain't immigrants now, we the original mind. Built pyramids and bone floats before Rome took flight. top cat said it loud. Stop begging for permission. Our culture ain't missing. It's just deep in tradition. We ain't African cause they told us we remember the mission. The land speaks Creole, so full of intuition. We been here through the blood and the drum, through the elders, the chants and the kiss of the sun. Smoke rise from the leaf, yeah, we talk to the sky. And the ancestors' rhythm, we never die. We been here, oh yeah, we been here. Way before they wrote their lives, we still here. This our home, not a place we disappear. James singing truth through the pain and the tears of you. Granny set me.
Peace, y'all. Love. Have a happy holiday, whatever y'all celebrate, till we do it again.